Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the podcast. Got Nate and Noah with your fuck. Uh fucked up the intro.
It's a great
Uh
start.
off to a phenomenal start. I got Nate and Noah here with me again. Nate's gonna round us off with some or not round us off, he's gonna start us off. This is a wonderful intro. He's
Well,
gonna
yeah,
start us off
we're definitely cutting this part out.
Yeah.
yeah, 100%.
Generational intro right here.
Nate's gonna start us off with some movie news, and then I got a little bit of movie news, and then we're gonna get into our movie for the week.
Yeah, guys, just a couple things here. For you Marvel fans, we have Venom 3. Tickets for that are releasing on October 1st. So I will be buying tickets on October 1st. Five Nights at Freddy's 3 has reportedly started development. They will start filming in early 2026.
Wait, Five Nights at Freddy's 3? They haven't even come out with 2 yet.
Yeah, but it's coming out this year, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Passion of the Christ 2 will start filming in 2025.
I forgot they're making that movie.
Hey, Passion of the Christ 1 is a great movie.
That's a
I've
great
never seen
movie,
it.
but what are they gonna do? Crucify him again?
All right.
Okay.
All right. And then
Okay,
The Last of Us Part 2.
No, that does beg the question. What are they going to do in that movie?
That is-
What are they going
That
to
is
have?
fair.
Are they actually going to have him like ascend to heaven and do that, or what are they going to do?
That'd be pretty cool.
We
Because
talked about it.
the first movie was him getting crucified, right?
Yes, it was.
So what are they going to do in a second film? What?
So
I guess we'll find out.
I remember talking about this in high school because I had a Bible class because I went to a Christian high school. There is this belief, it's not a very widespread one, that when Jesus died, he actually had to fight his way through hell to get up to heaven and be resurrected. And me and my teacher talked about how that could possibly be the idea for the second movie. I don't know. Mel Gibson's a weird dude.
I can see that. Mel Gibson is a weird dude.
Yeah, he is. So wait, is he doing the second one too?
Yes,
I
he
would
is.
assume.
Oh, okay.
Yep, and then moving on from that, The Last of Us season 2 is going to release in the first half of 2025. So I just said early 2025 because that's what makes sense. But first half of 2025.
I'm excited for that. That is one.
I haven't watched season 1 yet.
You really should. Nick Offerman has a phenomenal episode.
Yeah, but why would I watch that when The Penguin just came out?
Because The Penguin has one episode, so watch the one episode. And then...
Hey, that one episode is like an hour and a half, though.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's long.
I haven't watched it yet because I spent my entire night watching 12 Angry Men and then the fucking movie for this week, so I didn't get to watch the Penguin last night.
I also did not watch it. However, somebody that I work with has watched it and has informed me that it's like an hour and a half long.
Did they also inform you that it was good?
Yes, it was good.
Okay, that's the important part.
Yeah, I watched 12 Angry Men like 2 days ago, I think, and it's one of my few 5-star reviews on Letterboxd. So it's
I told you it was
movie.
Mm-hmm. I was trying to put you on it for a little bit, and you were ignoring me, but finally watched it and you realized it was peak.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
12 Angry Mid, you mean?
No.
Fury. It's peak.
I'll watch it eventually. I'm sure we'll do an episode on it.
Oh, yes, we will.
It was good going from some angry men to some nice guys.
Some angry men to some nice guys. Yeah, I watched 2 versions of 12 Angry Men last night, and the second one sucked.
Yeah, what did they do anything different in the second one, or is it just like 12 Angry Men but in color now with different actors?
Yeah, they make some of the characters black, and it kind of doesn't
in color.
It kind of doesn't make sense because they make the one racist guy like black, and he's talking about how like the ghetto kids, and he's being racist towards like black people, which doesn't really make sense.
Okay. Wasn't was the defendant like in the original film like an immigrant or something though?
Yeah, and they make the guy who's like shit talking immigrants an immigrant. Like he literally says he's an immigrant.
So he's just friendly fire? Like what?
Yeah, he's like Steven in fucking Jenga.
Steven and Django, that's insane.
Deep cut.
Yep.
But Tony Soprano's in the 1997 version of 12 Angry Men, so that makes it all right.
What'd you give it for like a star rating?
I thought it was half the man of the original movie, so I gave it 2.5 stars.
2.5?
Yeah.
Oh, it's mid.
Oh yeah. It's literally the exact like. There were multiple points where I'm like, hey, because I watched these back to back. I'm like, hey, they said that in the last movie. Like the
Yeah, watching
word
them
for
back to
word.
back is kind of a weird idea.
I mean, that's kind of how remakes work. Hopefully, they're going to be pretty similar.
Well, yeah, but this
But
wasn't
also, like,
pretty similar.
at that
It
point,
was word for word.
but like, what's the point? Yeah, if you're gonna do it word for word, and then it's just like it's already a classic movie. What more do you have to add to it?
Well, to be fair, I think 12
Money.
Angry Men's was a play. So, I mean, I guess it's just a rendition of a play because I'm pretty sure 12 Angry Men's
Yeah,
originally a play.
yeah, that would make sense. But still,
Yeah. Anyways, that's not our movie for today. So let's talk about our movie.
no.
Or no, I have some movie news. I forgot about that. Nate, did you finish all your movie news?
Yeah, I only had a couple things because I kind of rushed through it. For those of you that don't know, I watched this movie at 3 a.m. last night after work.
And you still somehow watched it before Noah.
Yeah, I just finished this movie like an hour ago.
Yeah.
I
Oh, I
finished.
knew it. I knew if I tried to watch it before the episode today, it was not getting watched.
Yeah, yeah. I was actually responsible, and I finished it at 1 a.m. last night, so I watched it early.
I love
But
how I
anyway,
consider watching it early now with how we've been.
anyway, on to my movie news. So, I don't know if you guys know, but Terrifier 3 comes out October 11th. Um, I watched the first one, saw a lady get sawed in half while naked. Decided to opt out of the second one. So the third one's coming out. But the funny thing is, they already started filming the fourth one, and the third one hasn't come out. In true horror movie fashion, just
That
pump one of
checks
these
out.
things out every fucking year.
This really is going to be the next Friday the 13th.
Oh, I know, but Friday the 13th, it at least it got. Well, I haven't watched any of the first Terrifier's all right. It's a little bit too gory for me, but yeah, I've heard they're all right. So I mean, I guess the first 4 Friday the 13th movies were pretty good.
Yeah, I think after 4 is when it really starts to dip in quality.
I'd say after 6. I like 4, 5, and 6.
6,
I like the Tommy Jarvis trilogy, but after that,
the final chapter, A New Beginning, and then Jason Lives. I mean, I guess they're all
yeah,
pretty solid. But
yeah.
I think 3 is the last great one.
Well, I think 8 is phenomenal. Jason Takes Manhattan. Uh,
Or Jason Goes to Hell.
or our October bad movie of the month, Jason X.
Bad movie.
Sorry, peak movie.
The greatest horror movie of all time, you mean?
Exactly. Disney has also appointed Jared Bush, who is was the head writer for Moana. He is their new chief creative officer, or chief of creative, I think is the title they gave him. So maybe Disney can make something that isn't their 8th live action remake in a row. That'd be cool.
I wouldn't get your hopes
Uh,
up.
yeah, don't get your hopes up. You're getting fucking Lion King 2 with real lions this time. Um, Adam Sandler teased that there may be a remake to Happy Gilmore, or not remake, sorry, sequel. Which means when I go play golf on Monday, I have to do the Happy Gilmore at every hole, which is going to be fun because I've been playing
That's
golf
not
with
just
my.
tease. That's confirmed.
Oh, it's confirmed.
Yeah.
No, you should putt with a hockey stick in honor of it.
Well, see, the funny thing is, I just started playing golf recently. This will be my second time going out to actually play like full like 18. I found my clubs at Goodwill, so I currently only own a 7-iron and a wedge. I don't have a driver or a putter.
Oh,
Nice.
How do you even play a full 18?
You just tee off with your fucking 7-iron, and then
And then you just shoot like 10 every hole or something.
Wait, so
yeah. I mean, it's more
you don't have a driver?
no.
I have
You know
3.
how
Do you want one?
you're right-handed. I'm
You're
not.
left-handed?
Oh my god, I've been left-handed the entire time you've known me. We've talked about this like 6 times.
You should just learn
You
how to golf right-handed.
Oh, you're right. We literally talked about this when I was driving to the Creed concert. You're like, "You're left-handed?" And I'm like, "Yes."
That whole fucking drive is a fever dream.
I know, because we almost died.
Uh,
Great story.
but
Alright,
yeah, Happy
what else I
Gilmore
got?
2 is already confirmed. They've already started filming it.
Oh, that's good. Uh, Carl
It's gonna
Weathers
be a
will be in it.
Netflix exclusive.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Nah, but
Um,
I got another totally legal streaming site that I can watch it. Don't worry. Although actually, I pay for Netflix. So. I
Ridley
probably
Scott
shouldn't.
says sorry, I cut you off there. My bad.
Yeah. Okay,
Um,
you can go on. I finished.
okay, cool. Ridley Scott, which that's the guy who directed Alien, right?
Yes,
I
he
believe
did
so.
the first one. I
Uh,
don't know if he directed any of the subsequent ones.
I know
Yeah,
he did.
I know James Cameron did the second. So
He did Aliens. Okay, yeah.
yeah.
I
I
think
think
Ridley Scott did Prometheus.
so he did a bad movie. That's cool. Um,
I like Prometheus.
I've actually never seen it, so I was just talking out of my ass. Um, so Ridley Scott says he has an idea for Gladiator 3, which could mean he's working on the script, but it also could mean absolutely fucking nothing. Gladiator is loosely based on the events of real history. So I have an idea for Gladiator 3, I guess, if I read a fucking book. Like,
Wait, so they flooded the Colosseum in real Roman history?
no, that's why or yes, yeah, actually, um, I'm about to go history nerd on you, but yes, sometimes they would flood the Colosseum and they would put boats in the Colosseum and they would have real life naval battle reenactments instead of
That's
gladiator
hu-
fights.
that's pretty cool, actually.
Mhm. They'd also have like fucking elephants running around, like animals fighting. The Romans were weird, bro. Um, Transformers 1 came out, and in a change of recent events from the last decade, people actually like the Transformers movie. Uh, I
Didn't
haven't
people
seen it
like
yet.
Bumblebee though?
Yeah, but people are also stupid. Um, I didn't hate Bumblebee. It was better than anything that Mark Wahlberg was in. Uh,
I mean, that's not a very high bar to pass.
nah.
Sorry,
Dude,
Mark Wahlberg.
those two Mark Wahlberg one were so bad. Oh my god.
Dude, I watched.
Dude, the last
I watched.
Shia LaBeouf one was so bad.
Yeah, but at least it had Sam Witwicky in it, or whatever the fuck his last name is.
Yeah, no, okay. The third one, the last one he was in, it's stupid, but it's cool with the whole
Yeah.
city battle being destroyed. Then
Mhm.
the
That's
the
fair.
Revenge of the Fallen was the bad one, where it wasn't even cool, and it was just as stupid, if not more stupid, than the third one. And the first one's
Mhm.
actually decent.
All right, well, I'm gonna keep my
Yeah.
mouth shut because Revenge of the Fallen is actually my favorite.
The first Transformers, I haven't watched it in a long time. But it's one of my favorite movies. Except the fact they kill my bro. I forget his name, like Ajax or something. He's named after like the cleaner. He's named after like the rust remover or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, I know what
What's
you're
his
talking
name?
about, but I couldn't tell you his name.
I think it's just Jax. Yeah, it's Jazz. Sorry, it's the
Oh
thing
yeah,
that.
but he came back.
Yeah, yeah, but he still died in that movie, and it traumatized me as a little 4-year-old boy when I first saw it.
Nothing will be worse than in Transformers 3 when they killed Ironhide.
Hmm.
R.I.P.
When they
the
killed
goat.
Iron Man. Oh,
Iron
you mean
Man?
when Ironhide got the Infinity Gauntlet and he snapped to bring back all his friends?
All right.
All right, I got one last piece of news, I think. Oh yeah, just a reminder, they are still filming season 5 of Stranger Things. I didn't forget about you, I promise.
Haven't they been doing that for like a year now?
Yes.
I feel like I saw something there like last summer, like, hey, we just started filming now. I'm like, oh, it's actually gonna come out like within 2 years or something, and then it's like, nah, it's
Let
coming
them
out.
they
let them
want to
keep
start.
let them keep filming. Let them keep filming. Let it be peak.
Oh,
It better be.
it'll be.
This better be even better than season 4 with them taking another like 3 years out. They don't got the COVID excuse this year or this season.
Well, they have another excuse. They have the SAG-AFTRA excuse.
That is true.
Womp
They have
womp.
the
Womp womp.
womp womp.
Womp womp. Message to Hollywood. Pay your fucking writers.
Mhm.
Anyways, about 25 minutes into this podcast, let's talk about the movie that we were watching for this week.
Yeah. So hold on. When did we start recording? Oh yeah, 16 minutes. We haven't said like a single thing about the Nice Guys.
We've mentioned it in passing. Maybe that's a good tell that we don't have a lot to say about this movie.
I mean, yeah. Granted, like I said, this was a really good buddy cop movie, but there's not much to say about this movie.
No, I think I need to be a little bit. Well, this was actually my first technical pick for the podcast, which is crazy because we're like 9 episodes in. Because we did Deadpool Wolverine my first month, so I agreed to make that my pick, but it wasn't technically like my pick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we kind of strong armed you into it.
It's okay. I agreed to it. I would have just said no if I
Yeah.
really didn't want to do
You,
it.
you were manipulated into it.
No,
No, it wasn't.
no.
Well, we would have done it on the monthly recap week, but Noah hadn't seen it, and Noah wasn't there that week, so we just made sense to make it. If anything, The Room was my pick for the first. It was my bad movie pick.
That's fair.
Well, I feel like we both wanted to do it though. I feel like we both kind of suggested, oh yeah, we got to do The Room as the first bad movie.
We both wanted to rope Nate into it.
Yeah, because
I did not hit her.
Nate was the Room virgin. Like he had to lose his The Room virginity. Come on.
That was the first time I watched The Room, and I don't know if I'm gonna watch it again.
Oh no, you are going to watch it again. So someday you'll realize how profoundly amazing that movie is.
I just haven't realized it yet.
Yeah. The thing
Not yet.
that's so funny about The Room is, okay, so I give it obviously half a star because it's like I wanted to actually kind of objectively do it. My enjoyment is a 5 stars though, obviously.
Oh yeah.
But I find it funny that the rating is on Letterboxd, so it's like 2.6 on Letterboxd. So it's like the most popular rating for it. 28% of the ratings are 5 stars, but then it's half a star for 22% of them.
Yeah.
But the thing I want to pay attention to is like, who is rating The Room 3 stars? Like, who thinks, oh yeah, that movie's just okay.
I agree with that because like 5-star reviews, they're most likely obviously going to be satire. You know?
Yeah. That's awesome. Love it.
But like, what's the point of doing a satire 3-star review?
Yeah. Or maybe they just genuinely think, oh yeah, this movie was okay. You know, like it was decently made.
The first movie I ever want to show my kid when they're like competent and like able to think is The Room, because I want to.
Oh, okay. You're gonna show your kids like a movie that's half porno?
Yeah, no problem.
What?
I mean, fair enough, I guess.
I don't know about that, but
I want to permanently alter their brain chemistry just to like hardwire them to think that The Room is a good movie, so they base all their that will be their rating scale for the rest of their life.
Hey kid, you see this? The Room by Tommy Wiseau? This is real cinema right here. Nothing else compares.
Greatest film of all time, right here.
That I'm gonna make them watch it every single day.
We're just gonna condition this kid to just watch The Room all the time.
Hey, that's what I did to myself apparently with Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I watched that movie every day for like a week when I was like 6 years old.
That's how I used to be with like Revenge of the Sith.
Mm-hmm. Well, my
Revenge
family.
of the Sith is actually good though.
Oh yeah. There's a very specific reason why I watched Kingdom of the Crystal Skull so much. My family didn't have a computer until I was 8, I believe, because I mean they weren't as common when we were all little kids. So yeah, we probably got our first computer like 2010, so I was probably 7. So I love the Elvis song at the very beginning of Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, Hound Dog. So I'd watch the movie over and over again just to listen to that song, and then when it ended, for some reason, I was like, "Shit, now I gotta watch the whole movie." So I just ended up watching it like 8 fucking times.
That's the most Ryne answer I've ever heard.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was fucking 7. Like, granted, it's probably some shit I do now, but like, at least I have the excuse of being a kid back then. Anyways, Nice Guys.
Good movie.
Yeah,
Wow,
cool.
guys, 20 minutes in, this is called The Nice Guys. We clickbaited you. This is actually just us talking about random stuff and not actually The Nice Guys.
Good movie. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening in.
Good
All right.
movie.
Funny, entertaining movie. All right. Thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you guys in the next one.
No, but I adore this movie. Not from like any technical standpoint. Like I told Noah, and he responded with me to me, "Don't worry, I won't." I said, "Don't think this movie's gonna be a masterpiece or anything." Um, but if you go in this
I
movie,
think we found a movie worse than Fury, guys.
um, if you go into this movie and expect a fun buddy cop 70s set piece movie with some good jokes, you won't be disappointed. You'll have a really good time.
Yeah,
I watched.
it's a fun movie. It's a very fun movie. It reminds me a
Yeah.
lot of the first Lethal Weapon.
Yes, it does. This reminded me of another Shane. This is a Shane Black movie, I believe. I think.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
I believe so.
This reminds me of another one of his movies. Have you ever seen Kiss Kiss Bang Bang?
No.
That's a good one. That's also how he got Robert Downey Jr. in this movie. Because Robert Downey Jr. is in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and that was one of the movies that kind of helped him get back on track because it came out like right before Iron Man. So it was one of those movies that was kind of helping him get back on track after all his like addiction and stuff. And that's a really fun. It's closer to this movie. It's definitely not like a Lethal Weapon. Because in Lethal Weapon, they're cops, right? Are they cops or detectives?
Yes.
Okay, they're cops.
Cops or detectives, it's the same thing almost. It's been a
Yeah.
while since I've seen the Lethal Weapon, so I'm not sure.
Yeah. So in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, it's like Lethal Weapon, but they're criminals.
Yeah, pretty much.
But they're like good.
That makes sense.
So it's very similar to this movie. You can definitely tell they're made by the same guy. I think this movie's a lot better than Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, just because I think Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe have better chemistry than Robert Downey Jr. and Val Kilmer did. Just because Val Kilmer, I don't know, he's Val Kilmer. If you took a
Shane Black also directed Iron Man 3, by the way.
Shane Black did?
Yeah.
Oh. I guess that does make sense because there are some decently more. I mean, all the Iron Man movies are funny because Iron Man's witty, but I do see a lot more of like comedic elements in Iron Man 3, like traditional comedic elements than the first two. Because there's like the Mandarin reveal and there's the little kid, so there's a lot more traditional comedic elements than the first two, where most of the comedy.
That little kid from the beginning of the Nice Guys is the same kid that plays the little kid in Iron Man 3.
Yeah,
is it really? The kid who's like the kid who's about to joink it, and then his house gets ran over by a car.
Yes, at the beginning of the movie. It's the same kid, Harvey, I think his name is, from Iron Man 3.
Oh, that's dope.
I remember the kid's name. Yeah.
Harvey Keitel from Reservoir Dogs?
Yeah. The infamous Harvey Keitel, who is also in Pulp Fiction as the Wolf, go-to character.
He's also in From Dusk Till Dawn. He's in most Tarantino movies. I think he's in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood too. They're like best friends.
Is he? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, he's another one of the guys that he's in a lot of Tarantino's movies.
Well, because Harvey Keitel was a decently big actor in the '80s, and he took a crazy pay cut to be on what do you call it?
Oh,
Uh,
he's in Taxi Driver too.
yeah, he was a
Oh
pretty
yeah,
big actor.
yeah, yeah.
He's a pretty big actor in the '80s, and he took a like a huge pay cut to be on Reservoir Dogs because he really liked the script, and then obviously because Tarantino is like, that's the one thing about Tarantino. He might be kind of an asshole sometimes, but he people who helped him out at the beginning of his career, he's like insanely loyal to, and he still is to this
Mhm.
day. Which is one thing that I think is really cool. So he's been in pretty much every Tarantino movie, even in just like small roles.
Yeah, he's in Inglorious Bastards. Apparently, I'm looking up his thing on Letterboxd. He must be a
Yeah, he
cameo here because I don't really remember him.
yeah, he I'm looking at his filmography right now. He plays an ally commanding officer. He has an uncredited voice role, so he's just a
Oh,
voice over a radio.
just a voice. Okay.
Mhm. Um, I'm trying to see if he. Oh, he isn't in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but that's just because he was filming The Irishman at the time. I remember that.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, Harvey Keitel, great actor. Let's talk about the actual movie we're supposed to be talking about again. Get back on track. Um, nice guys, nice guys. Love Ryan Gosling in this movie. Ryan Gosling's awesome.
Yeah.
Some people love to hate on Ryan Gosling because he started his career doing the rom com cycle, which I think is something we need to stop hating on. Honestly, in Hollywood, like
I
rom
mean,
com. What's up?
Glenn Powell's doing it now, and I think he's pretty popular.
Mhm. But there was this big thing. I mean, it was more of like an early 2000s or late 2000s, early 2010s thing where it's like, oh, all these big actors started on the rom-com cycle, so they suck. Which Ryan Reynolds and Ryan Gosling alone prove why that's not the case. They both were doing crazy numbers on the rom-com cycle, and now they're in some awesome movies. Ryan Gosling, any movie, I will say any movie that Ryan Gosling's in, except Remember the Titans, is a fun movie. Because Remember the Titans is a great movie, but I would not say it's fun.
Yeah, I think I would have to agree with that.
I don't think the part where the teenager gets crippled is fun. Um, but any movie that Ryan Gosling's in that has the intention of being funny, I'll say, is very funny. And he is a very funny comedic actor, very underrated comedic actor, I think. Because when we mention like really good comedic actors, like Ryan Reynolds gets brought up, Robert Downey Jr. even gets brought up because of his like wittiness. Like Ben Stiller, Adam Sandler, like Ryan Gosling doesn't get brought up in that like group of people, and I don't think he's like at the level of like Sandler or like Chris Rock or like the great ones, but I think he's in like that Ryan Reynolds tier where it's like his comedic timing and his wittiness are so good, but people don't really give him credit for it. I think where they're starting to, but they definitely didn't for a very long time.
That's fair. Also, a little bit of a tangent here, but Ryan, you know how you said how you wish there was a sequel to The Nice Guys?
Yes, I do.
Well, there's apparently a short film about Healy and March just doing detective work.
So really,
Yeah, it's called The Nice Guys Detective Agency.
mm, I might have to watch this. Oh yeah,
But yeah, I didn't mean to stop your thoughts there.
no, you're all good. Thank you. I didn't know that was the thing. I'm actually gonna check that out. Um, but no, there's like little things in like so I started to take notes for this movie. I took one note. Um and it was, do you remember at the very beginning when Ryan Reynolds is talking about like his wife and he's talking about like his job and how he like hates porn?
Yeah.
He says the line, she says that he makes a living off of rumpy pumpy, and then he says, whatever, she was English. I don't know what the fuck that means either. And that's just it's such a funny, quick line that that line had me dying. And it's just like I think that's what makes certain, sorry, I'm rambling here, but I think that's what makes certain comedic actors so good is they can kind of like, there's normal like stale line delivery, and even where it's not not like bad line delivery, but just like kind of normal talking patterns. But I think some of the best comedic actors can really like undercut that and kind of switch into like a faster tone of voice and kind of do like a sidebar where even when they're doing narration, where he's like telling the story and then he's like, oh, I don't know what the fuck that means, where he just kind of cuts off. And I think that comedic timing is like a really hard thing to master because it's just like imitating. I'm gonna cut back to 12 Angry Men, Noah. There's that one scene where they are taking a little break from the deliberation, and the foreman is talking to juror 8, and he's like, "Oh, he's like, I'm the coach of the school up on like North Street or something," and it's just like that feels like an actual conversation, you know? Like it feels real, and like this little like cut from what you would think is normal dialogue makes it feel like it's actually just two people talking.
Yeah, not like the dialogue in the room.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, exactly like the dialogue in the room.
What do you mean? The whole movie is people talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Forgot talking about nothing.
They're gonna bring up a plot line, then drop it immediately.
Yeah, like the stepmom having breast cancer.
Yeah, yeah. I
Or
love the
Danny
part.
selling drugs.
Yeah, I love the part in the Disaster Artist where, because I just watched that a couple days ago, where it's like the end of it is like the premiere of the room or whatever. Then the actor for the stepmom or whatever, uh, they were watching it, and it's like when she brings up she has breast cancer, and then she's just like, I don't know why I say that, just in the premiere like that. Yeah, Disaster Artist, pretty
Anyway,
pretty funny movie. Go watch it.
back
Yeah.
to the nice guys.
Uh, yeah. I mean, I've given a lot of my Noah. What are your general thoughts on this movie?
It was pretty fun.
Mhm.
There wasn't anything that really like as a fairly short review I did on Letterboxd compared to stuff I usually do. Like on Whiplash, I literally wrote an essay. But anyway,
Mhm.
so I thought it was cool. There were some jokes that definitely landed for me. There were some fun moments, some fun action. I really liked the chemistry between Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe, and I think they did a fantastic job. Dialogue was pretty solid. I mean, I don't think I guess the comedy could have been a little bit better. Some of it just wasn't really my thing, but
Mhm.
there was definitely a lot of funny moments. Though I think the plot was engaging enough to keep me entertained throughout the story, and
Mhm.
overall, I mean, just a pretty fun time. Nothing really groundbreaking, but
Mhm.
it was a fun watch.
Yeah, there was a point where I was sitting there during the like party scene, and like all these girls have like their tits out. And like Noah's not gonna like this scene at all. Noah's not gonna enjoy this.
Yeah, I said I think I said that out loud at the beginning scene when Misty Mountain shows up and she gives that her one line of dialogue until like the third act of the movie. I'm sitting there, I was like, damn, Noah's gonna close his eye to that one.
Oh, when she has her boobs out.
Yeah, her only on screen appearance until Act 3 of the movie.
Is she? Where's she at in Act
Wait,
3?
yeah. When did she come back in that?
When they start playing the movie,
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I guess that counts. I was thinking about that.
Um.
yeah,
Oh, what was I gonna say? Fuck, I forget. Oh yeah, the first time I watched this movie was I was on a trip with I was in Minnesota actually.
shout
It
out
was
Minnesota.
shout out Minnesota.
Huh.
It was like right before New Year's Eve. I was at my cousin's. He works nights at like Planet Fitness, and he had me come sit with him for like his entire shift. So I was just getting like an 8 hour workout in every fucking night. Uh, so I watched this movie at like 4 in the morning. Like we had just gotten back to his house, got some bagels, and he's like, "Let's watch a movie." I'm like, "All right." We turned this movie on. Actually, this was the second movie we watched. The first movie we watched was the Burt Kreischer Machine movie, which I never want to see that piece of shit again. Um, I've never seen a man less funny than Burt Kreischer. Um, so that movie was horrible. But then we watched this movie, and I'm like, that was funny. I enjoyed that. Good time. Good time. Good movie. Good movie.
Yeah, it is a really good movie.
Russell Crowe's great in this movie.
Yeah, I honestly I think I liked his character more than Ryan Gosling's. I thought
I am inclined to agree.
Yeah.
To agree. Holy hell. Funny story about Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe did a movie recently called The Land of Bad. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Ryan, you should watch it. It's actually very topical to you.
I don't know how I should feel about that. What's it about?
It's about. Well, I'll tell you later. Off the pod.
Alright.
But I watched that movie, which stars Russell Crowe. It also has Liam Hemsworth in it, so it's got a good cast, but it's a horrible movie. And so that was the most recent impression of Russell Crowe that I had.
Mhm.
And then I watched an actual good movie, like The Nice Guys. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. Russell Crowe actually can act.
Yeah, he's pretty good at it.
Yeah, Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling. The chemistry between them, like every scene felt like they've been friends for years. Every single scene. Even at the beginning when Healy breaks his arm.
Yeah.
Like that just feels like Healy just got drunk and mad at a buddy of his.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the chemistry between. I think the greatest aspect of this film is the chemistry between Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling.
Oh, 100%.
I think if you had replaced either one of those with a different actor, this movie would have been terrible.
I don't know about terrible, but I don't think it would have been nearly as good.
That is fair, I guess.
I forgot Russell Crowe was in fucking The Mummy.
Oh.
The remake with Tom Cruise.
Yes.
Oh, yikes!
He's also gonna
That's
be
tough.
he's also gonna be in Craven the Hunter, apparently.
That's also not good for his career.
Yeah, but he's Russell Crowe. He can pretty much do whatever the fuck he wants.
That's fair.
He's in
Oh yeah, I forgot he's in Man of Steel. Who's he?
he
Man of
plays
Steel.
Jor-El. He plays Superman's
Yeah.
dad, I think.
That's right, yeah.
I like Man of Steel.
Yeah,
It's okay.
it's the only good
It's
Superman.
okay.
Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. So have fun talking about The Nice Guys without the guy leading the episode for a second.
What are we talking about? We're probably just gonna cut this part out, but
You are not allowed to cut this part out. I heard.
no, I can do what I want. I'm the one downloading the file.
So the Nice Guys.
Yeah. Wow, great movie choice, Ryan. A lot of interesting things to talk about. So
Yeah.
this is gonna be even shorter than the Goodfellas episode. Like yeah, it's so weird that I just have like no idea what to. I mean, I already talked about what I like. But like for a podcast episode, I usually make my reviews on Letterboxd long, but I only made this like half of what I usually do because I just didn't have anything else to really say.
But yeah, there's not much to say about the Nice Guys. Like as good of a movie as it is, it's less than 2 hours long. The story is very straightforward. Like, there's no groundbreaking cinematography. The only real groundbreaking praise I can make towards it is the acting.
Yeah.
Which granted, like for a comedy film, that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't even call it like acting like groundbreaking or anything, but you know, it was very good. Like the acting, it carries the movie, and I think I do think the script could have been a little better. and I don't think all the dialogue was great. I feel like there were definitely some misses with some of the jokes, at least for me. But I do think what carries this movie is just the chemistry between Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe.
Yes, absolutely. I agree. I think that's easily the best part of the film is just how the two characters interacted with each other.
No, the best
Thought it
part
was,
of
I
the
thought
film is Hannibal Buress as a bee.
Hannibal Buress is
most random
not
moment.
funny.
I don't think Hannibal Buress is funny.
Not very much. No.
I don't know. I don't think he's funny by himself. He was pretty funny on the Eric Andre show. He
Bitch.
also he also did the nation a great service because he was pretty much the one who exposed Bill Cosby.
That's fair.
Well,
Can't really argue with that.
good on him for that.
Good on Hannibal Buress.
Yeah, this film's got a lot of this like random cast members in it. Like Robert Downey Jr. was in it apparently, and none of us caught it.
I gotta pull up. So still got the movie pulled up in a tab. I gotta see when this dude showed up.
It's when
It was like in the
Ryan-
middle of it, I think.
yeah, it's like when Ryan Gosling like finds the body at the party.
Yeah.
At the actual real life
Keith-
Diddy party.
Keith David is here. Yeah, at the real life Diddy party.
Real life Diddy party in The Nice Guys.
Keith David is here, which is insane because Keith David is a great actor.
Yeah, but Keith David's also in everything, so
Fair.
I can't think of a movie off the top of my head that doesn't have Keith David in it.
Goodfellas.
Nope,
Shawshank.
he's sitting in the background. He's there.
2001: A Space Odyssey.
No, he's one of the I can't say that.
But yeah, I'm gonna butcher this name because the stupid Australian name. But Anjali Rice, who plays Betty Brant in Spider-Man, is like a lead character in this movie.
Oh yeah.
And also, she looks so much younger in this movie than she does in Spider-Man. And they came out the same year.
Or that I think Spider-Man was a year after, but still.
Now, Homecoming came out 2016.
That was 2017.
It was fine. Okay.
Well, then they would have been filming in 2016.
Yeah, they were probably filming in 2015 for this one.
Well, no, Ryan said that the only reason Robert Downey Jr. and
they were
Burrs was here is because they were filming Spider-Man Next Door.
Yeah, they were filming the movies at the same time. Nate, look at the text.
All right, well.
All right, hold on. Continue with the. Oh, yeah, that would have been bad.
Oh yeah, I got to send the same thing to Noah.
All right, so I pulled up the scene with Robert Downey Jr. Now I can kind of tell it's him, but it's like if you never told me that was Robert Downey Jr., I would have never known because half his face is covered in blood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what was the character's name? I gotta look up the scene too.
Sid Shattuck.
That nice guy's dead body scene on YouTube.
Mm. At least this isn't one of those movies that use like real morgue footage for some reason.
You know, kind of like Goodfellas. I don't think I think the title was a little misleading here. These guys are not very nice.
Oh, I see it now.
Mm-hmm. Have you guys any in the I was talking about it actual dead bodies. Dawn of the Dead and Poltergeist both have real dead bodies in them.
That's creepy.
I mean, they're both skeletons, but still.
I mean, yeah, the original Pirates of the Caribbean ride used real human skeletons for their skeletons.
I remember that. Or I don't remember that, but I remember hearing about that.
The one in land in California apparently still has one somewhere, but no one knows which one it is.
That's tough.
Yeah, good movie. We said a lot. Also saying absolutely nothing this episode so far.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we could just go over like some of our favorite moments with like just like some of the funniest moments of the movie.
Mhm.
If anything really stood out in that aspect for you guys.
I mean, yeah, Ryan, I think since you picked this, I think you can go ahead and take charge here.
I already mentioned my favorite moment. It's when Ryan Gosling says, "Whatever." She was English. I don't know what the fuck that means either.
But I like the moment with like the protesters that are trying to act like they're dead, and then they just keep talking to them. But like the one dude gets offered $20, and then that was it. He just got up and went with them.
I love when I love when they're like, "How'd you die?" "The air," and then he's like, "Oh, so the gas masks weren't working?"
Yeah, that was the best part.
I think my favorite part about that scene in particular is how that one dude gets up and it just embodies the whole $20 is $20 joke.
Yeah,
I think my favorites was when Keith David and Ryan Gosling were fighting on the roof,
And he's
and Ryan
crying.
Gosling was pretending to be drunk crying, and then Keith David splats on the pool.
That's like a cartoon ass splatter effect.
It was
yeah.
it was so goofy.
No, I love how Ryan Gosling he falls in the pool like from a bunch of stories up, and he's just like completely fine and could just swim out of it easily.
And then Richard
But
Nixon's the
but
final.
Richard Nixon is there,
Yeah,
and he goes, Nixon.
No, Nixon, no. I love the scene with the and no, not because there's boobs in the scene, but the scene with like the mermaids, and then you just see Ryan Gosling in the pool following them.
Chasing after them.
nah, Ryan, we know why that's your favorite scene. Come on now.
Honka honka.
Honka honka. That's a crazy statement.
I have issues.
I also liked the scene when Healy gets attacked in his apartment and the bank ink explodes in the dude's face.
Yeah, I was gonna mention it. No, and then the dude that's all covered in blue now, he just starts throwing fish at him because he's pissed off now.
Doesn't he eat
Wait,
one
and
of
he's
the
Like,
like,
bro,
fish, or am I just
what the
making?
fish do,
no,
bro?
you're thinking of Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay, yes, I am.
Yeah, I think every scene is pretty comedic. Like even the scene when Amelia dies, and it's just like the dude that was chasing her. And he's like, "Well, how about that?" And then he just shoots her.
Yeah,
No,
dude, Amelia, that was so stupid. She just like randomly decides, yeah, let me just like jump out of like from a couple stories up, out of the house, and then just start running randomly when there's people outside. They're already shooting at us.
well, she's immune to fall damage because she dropped onto the hood of the car earlier.
Yeah, I bet
It's
everybody in
true,
this movie is immune to fall damage.
except for Keith David.
Yeah, except for him, he's very susceptible to fall damage, more than the usual person.
Yeah.
This movie feels like it was made in the 70s, and I absolutely love it.
Yeah, it's not to compare this movie to Tarantino, but like the attention to detail in the set and the time period accuracy is almost like at that level because it just feels like they cared so much.
I I think the 70s is the perfect setting for like a buddy cop type of movie, and
Mhm.
I wish we would get more of them.
Mhm.
Everything about this movie was just so funny, and I feel like it's a disservice for us to try to like analyze it because it's not a movie that's trying to do anything groundbreaking. It's just a funny movie.
Oh, the one scene with the kid on the bike.
Do you want to see my
Do
dick?
you want to see my dick? Then he calls him
God,
a And he calls him a sexually charged slur at the very end.
Yeah.
I love when after it. I'm just gonna call Ryan Gosling. I don't even remember what his character's name is, but
All in
like
March.
after that and then whatever. I'm calling him Ryan Gosling. When he's just he's just like complaining about the kid, like at the scene after when they're driving, and just like basically like a kids these days rant about that after with that kid.
Or the scene at the bowling alley when Healy finds him in the bathroom just dropping a deuce and he's trying to keep the door open.
Dude, the scene where his daughter says she's giving him a rim job. That's
Whoa.
nuts. That's nuts.
Yeah, this whole movie is nuts, and I'm absolutely here for it. It's definitely one of the better comedies I've seen in the last decade.
Mm-hmm.
I think Hollywood needs to do more comedies, because when's the last time a comedy movie?
The last comedy movie I watched was watched is a generous term because I watched fucking probably 20 minutes of it and I turned it off. It was fucking the Jonah Hill You People movie with Eddie Murphy. It was probably
I've
one of
never
the
seen.
least funny.
Never
It was
heard of
probably
it.
one of the least funny things I've ever heard.
Yeah, I've heard that movie's terrible. Maybe
It's
when I
pretty
start
funny.
going on my generational run of bad movies, I should include that.
I don't think you should if you enjoy living.
No. I gotta put myself through pain on a generational run of terrible movies. We gotta have some balance, all right? It's like in
Mhm.
Star Wars where they gotta bring balance to the Force. All right, there's gotta be equal bad and equal good right here in my letterboxd, all right? There's too many four-star reviews on my thing. There's like half my reviews are 4 stars in letterboxd now. We gotta distribute it out a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta watch some Going Overboard and Shakes the Clown and Mixed
Yeah.
Nuts.
Exactly. I gotta watch. Oh, we should do for a bad movie of the month. Dragon Ball Evolution. The only movie I've seen that's under 1 star on Letterboxd, and the overall rating is like a 0.8 or something like that.
Yeah, that'll be an episode.
Certainly
That
one of the
will
movies
be.
that have been made.
That is definitely a
Because
movie that came out.
all the
I
comedies
can't
that
wait
come
for.
out now, they're all Netflix exclusives, and I hate the fact that I have to watch. I can't just go watch a comedy in the theaters anymore.
Well, even then, the ones that come out now are just all like
Yeah, they're
trash.
also just not good, but
They'll have Aquafina in them, and she's not fucking funny.
yeah, that is very true.
Or Borderlands. That's a pretty good comedy.
The best comedy of all time is The Room.
Dude, what do you mean? That's a drama. That's the deepest story I've ever heard. I've ever watched.
Oh, yeah. Nate, you really should watch The Disaster Artist. I mean, it's obviously not the greatest movie, but it's just another insight into how Tommy Wiseau is.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I'll watch The Disaster Artist. I'm not gonna watch it anytime soon, but I'll put it on the watch list.
I think I rated it like the same, but yeah, I rated it a 7, just like I did with The Nice Guys. Oh, spoiler alert! I rated The Nice Guys a 7.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah,
Again,
kind of. There's the James Franco. You know, he did his best trying to imitate the alien that is Tommy Wiseau. Pretty hard to do, but I think he did the best he could.
she getting nice on my guys.
Yeah, I love how on my letterbox you look at the diary. It's like 12 angry men and then the nice guys. So I went from watching some angry guys to some nice guys.
Josh Hutcherson played Denny in The Disaster Artist. That's hilarious.
Oh yeah, they got like a bunch of like actual like
Actors,
popular
yeah.
act. Zac Efron's the one robber dude who puts a gun to Denny's head or whatever.
Oh, the
And I
robber.
Yeah, and I love how in that scene of the Disaster Artist, like the behind the scenes thing, the other people on the crew were just like, "Wow, that was actually a great take," and they're like clapping.
The only good take in the movie.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Nathan,
I love Seth Rogen in that movie as the like script supervisor or whatever, like the assistant director, whatever he is. He's hilarious.
mhm. Nathan Fielder's in it. I know that.
Let me look at the cast because there's a lot of random cameos in that.
All right, I think we're wrapping up here.
Yeah,
Per chance.
Yeah, I mean, and I said this to Noah while you were on your bathroom break, but this is one of those movies that there's not much to really talk about just because it's not trying to do anything groundbreaking.
Yeah. What do you mean? This is the greatest modern comedy of all time.
Yeah, it's the last modern comedy of all time.
What's like with comedies, like for a podcast episode, it's kind of hard to talk about. The only thing you can really do is kind of just go through like what your favorite jokes were, and then like that's kind of about it. It's not like it's like trying to say anything meaningful or whatever. It's like a really serious movie that you can talk a lot about. It's just a good time.
I mean,
I do think, however, it would have been really funny if they just tried to push the electric car agenda on us throughout the whole movie. But then, like the main characters are just against it the whole time because that's kind of like what the underlying theme was like, oh, cars bad,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
Ryan Gosling and Russell
they
Crowe
kind
are
of try
just like,
something.
yeah. Then Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe the whole time are just like, what the fuck are they talking about?
they're like, we don't really give a shit.
Yeah, it's like it's a comedy, but it's also like an anti-statement movie.
Yeah. I can't think of any like the only comedy I can think of that came out pretty recently is another Ryan Gosling movie, The Fall Guy.
Oh, that was more like it was kind of an action comedy though.
Yeah, I mean, so
Yeah,
is this.
there's like plenty of action comedies, but like there's not that
Yeah,
many
like
movies anymore that were like comedy is just like the main focus.
yeah, like Peak Sandler, Eddie Murphy. Like every comedy is like an action comedy. Like most MCU movies are action comedies now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they're
Bullet
not
Train's
funny.
another one I think of like that.
Still haven't seen Bullet Train.
Bullet Train
Bullet
reminds me a
Train,
lot of this movie, just like the way it's so
yeah.
stylized.
I think I do prefer Bullet Train, but I think this movie's funnier than Bullet Train. But I think Bullet Train is better because the action's more stylized and all that.
Yeah, this movie definitely leans more on the comedy side. Bullet Train definitely leans more on the action side of action comedy.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of like the MCU in the sense that like with its balance of action and comedy, where it's more focused on the action than the comedy.
But MCU is not funny, so that's kind of
Yeah. Well, I mean, it used to be like kind of funny, and then they just like use the same type of humor for
Dude,
like 15 years, and then it got stale.
the guy who's in Agatha All Along. I want to punch him in the throat. I hate his ears. They look stupid.
Why are you watching that?
No, but I've seen his face and
Okay.
it makes me angry.
Okay.
I
was about to,
don't worry,
I was
guys.
about to
I'll
say,
watch
why are
it
you
and I'll let
watching
you know
that?
how bad it is.
No, don't, bro. Why do you keep watching these MCU shows, bro? Stop
I'm just
doing that,
I'm holding on hope. I'm holding out for hope.
bro. I've given up on hope.
But
Secret
I'm
Invasion was the nail in the coffin.
I'm sending a picture of this guy of the group. Fuck. I'm sending a picture to the group chat of this guy. Look at his stupid fucking ears.
Oh yeah, that dude does have big ears.
They should cast
Right,
him to
I
play
think we're.
all
Okay.
live action Dumbo, bro.
I,
All got crazy ears.
I think we're getting a little off topic here. I think we're just about ready to wrap it up.
I think we talked about the nice guys for about 15 minutes, and then spent the other 45 on other things.
Which is fine. Sometimes that happens.
Yeah, we're just rambling today.
Yeah, a little ramble.
But yeah,
a little ramble.
Ryan, you want to give your final thoughts?
Hey, we
Good.
gotta do like scores.
Good.
Yeah, we still got to do.
No, I really enjoy this movie. Awesome time. This is definitely like a get some beers, watch this movie with a few friends, and you'll have a really good time. Do this and then watch Superbad afterwards, and you'll have a great double feature.
That is actually a really good double feature.
I'd say those are probably two of my favorite like non-Sandler comedies. Superbad in this movie. Superbad's just one of my favorite movies. I love Superbad.
Superbad is funny. I think I like Pineapple Express more, but Superbad
I
is
don't think I've
funny.
ever seen Pineapple Express, honestly.
That's a good one. I recommend it.
I'll
30
put it
Minutes
on
or
my
Less
list.
is also really funny.
Who's in Pineapple Express? Isn't that like Seth Rogen?
Yeah, Seth Rogen's in it. Oh god, I haven't seen this in forever. Seth Rogen is in it. I've got to look up the cast now. James Franco's in it. Amber Heard's in it. So maybe you don't watch this movie.
Ugh.
Danny McBride, Craig
Oh,
Robinson.
so it's like the This Is the End crew, for the most part.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, another great movie, but it's a lot. It's a lot to watch sometimes.
Bill Hader's in it. Bobby
Oh.
Lee's in it.
Oh, yeah. I love Bill Hader.
Not a
Bill
big fan
Hader-
of Bobby Lee, I see.
Nah.
Jolo Trujillo is in it. The guy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Which guy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Charles.
Oh.
Yeah, it's got a pretty decent cast. Yeah, right. What's your score for the Nice Guys?
8. I didn't put a score on Letterboxd. I forgot to. 8.2.
8.2 out of 10. All right, Noah, what do you got for us? Good chat. Good chat.
I think Noah's out to lunch.
Yeah, so I guess we'll just wait for Noah's thoughts here.
Just hanging
Oh,
out.
I forgot I was muted. But okay, so I gave it a 7 out of 10. It was pretty good time.
Mhm.
Good movie. Go watch it if you want to have a fun time. And that's about it.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I'm in the same boat. It's just very fun. It's such a good time. It's like what I call a Taco Bell movie where you can just sit down and you can just turn your brain off.
Mhm. Is that what you do when you're
Uh,
eating Taco Bell? You just turn your brain off?
well, yeah, because then I got to think about that I'm eating Taco Bell.
That's fair. I can't eat Taco Bell.
Yeah, I gave it 3.5 stars, and I gave it a 7.4 out of 10. Good movie. Highly
Good
recommend
movie.
it. Good comedy.
Mhm. Fun time.
I think, yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time.
Mhm.
I think that's just gonna wrap up our thoughts for the Nice Guys.
I would have to agree.
Yeah.
Do we
Next
want to
week, are
get
we gonna scrap that?
next week? Are we? I think we're keeping it. I think we're keeping
We're
Sandlot.
keeping Sandlot. Okay.
We'll at least try.
Should we have a backup movie just in case?
Sure. What do you want to make the backup movie? Let's pick a bad movie for a backup movie.
I don't know. No, what do you think? What should our bad backup movie be? We
I don't
said
think I want
something
to.
earlier in the podcast.
I don't think it should be
Did
Dragon
we?
Ball.
Did we? Yeah, I don't think it should be Dragon Ball yet. I think we got to save that. I think we got to have Logan on that.
All right. Yeah, that's fair.
We could do Freddy Got
All right.
Fingered.
Hold up.
Or
I
we
feel
could
like
not.
Oh, you know what we could do? It's a spoof movie. We could watch The Starving Games.
No, that movie is.
no. We
Movie's
should
what?
watch going. No. We're gonna watch. We're gonna watch Going Overboard. We're gonna finish it.
Oh God, please no.
We're gonna finish it. We're gonna finish it. All right. We're looking for bad movies. We're gonna watch bad movies in full. All right. I don't want to hear it. I don't
All
care how
right.
bad it is.
Hold on. Before we make a decision,
Mhm.
I'm looking at the 100 worst movies of all time.
The Going Overboard should be one.
These are
Oh.
There's several that are rated. Oh, we could watch The Ridiculous Six.
No.
No,
We should watch
no.
Borderlands. Borderlands.
We can't. We
Border.
can't.
Oh God.
We can't do Ridiculous Six because we have to do Ridiculous Six, Magnificent Seven, and Hateful Eight back to back to back.
And
to back.
Hateful Eight. That's fair. We could do. Let's see. What else is on here?
Okay, this list is bullshit. They have High School Musical as the 7th worst movie of all time. High School Musical might be not the best movie of all time, but it is definitely not the 7th worst movie of all time.
Yeah. I don't know if I agree with that. I'm looking at the Rotten Tomatoes worst rated movies of all time. Oh, here we go. We got Jack and Jill.
Left Behind.
Adam Sandler, and then Adam Sandler in Drag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Oh.
Let's see what else we got here.
I don't think
Vampires Suck, the Twilight spoof.
that movie is so funny. It's bad, but it's like I feel like it's almost purposely bad.
Yeah, that's a funny one. Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Starving Games is a good one, bro. That's such a good parody. It's so bad.
Oh, here we go. Here's a bad backup movie for next week. The Last Airbender.
Mm.
Nah, I think Going Overboard's got it.
Going Overboard.
All right. At least it's on Tubi, so it's not a subscription that I have to fucking pay for. So that's fine.
Oh, it's on Tubi. Right. I don't even have to watch it on my totally legal stream site.
Where did you watch 12 Angry Men?
I know it was on Tubi actually.
Yeah. That's what I watched.
I guess we're planning for The Sandlot, but if you end up seeing Going Overboard, then you know what happened.
You know what? I'm gonna watch Going Overboard this week anyway, just because it's on Tubi right now for free.
I'll try.
Also,
I'll try to.
Just so you guys are aware, I'm no longer choosing The Truman Show for November.
Oh, what are you choosing now?
We're doing Interstellar.
Okay. So I when I was doing my shit for like planning out the schedule, I did kind of fuck up. Nate, we don't have to switch our November movies if you want, because November actually has 5 weeks in it. So I'll be gone the 4th week, not the 3rd week. So we don't have to switch if you don't want to.
Yeah, whatever works.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I'm choosing Interstellar because Noah's done a Tarantino, which is his favorite director. We've done Scorsese, which is Ryan's favorite director. Nolan is my favorite director. I feel like we've gone too long without a Christopher Nolan movie.
I would agree. We also did my favorite director today, Shane Black, the GOAT, the creator of Nice Guys. But as we go through the schedule for this year, I do want to let the audience know that one, Nate, this shows you how much I love you. First week of October, we are going to be recording the Thing episode on my birthday.
Oh, we're actually hold on. Let me make sure we can actually do that.
What day is that?
That's a Sunday.
My birthday is not. My birthday is not on a Sunday.
Sunday, October 6th.
October 5th. Saturday.
5th.
Oh, Saturday.
All
right.
Okay.
I'd rather record on the 5th and the 6th because honestly, I will be very hungover on the 6th.
That's very, very fair. Let me make sure. Let me see if I'm working, so I know if we have to get up early again for it.
How in the world did we make this episode over an hour and Goodfellas wasn't?
That's nuts.
We didn't even talk about the movie, bro. The difference was we tried to talk about Goodfellas.
Mixed nuts?
All right. So, yeah, so the 5th I am working, so it'll have to be an early one.
So, like, same time as this?
Yeah.
That's not that bad. I can handle it.
Give or take.
Give or take. Okay. So I will give our tentative schedule to the audience for the rest of the year. This is tentative. We'll probably change it. Today was Nice Guys. And actually, one more thing I want to say about the Nice Guys. We did the episode on the perfect day. because there is Earth, Wind, and Fire in this movie, and we are
Oh, yeah.
recording on
I
the
remember that.
21st night of
And we were
September.
recording on the 21st night of September.
Forget the fact that it's noon. We're recording on the 21st night of September. September 28th, we have it's gonna be a two-pronged episode because regardless of what movie we do, because we don't get a fifth week in September, so we will be doing, even though we took a lot care of a lot of it in this episode, we will be doing a full September roundup with either The Sandlot or our bad movie of the month, depending on how our discussions go this week.
Going overboard.
Going overboard.
October 5th, my 21st birthday. I will link my Venmo in the description if you guys want to give me birthday gifts. I'm just kidding. I will not do that. We will be doing The Thing.
Yes, you will.
Which is Nate's October movie of the month. Me and Noah did switch for the month of October. So second week of October, I'm doing Hereditary. We might have a guest on for that episode. I don't want to say 100% yet, but there's a very good chance that we have a guest hopping on for that episode. October 19th, this is up to Nate and Noah. I don't want to put anything on their plate, but they might just be doing a duo episode if they want to, because October 19th, I will not be here. That is Noah's week, so that is Nightmare on Elm Street. I'll still be able to upload the video and all that stuff, so still reach you at a normal time if they decide to do that. If not, no worries. October 26th, that is going to be Jason X plus the October recap. That's our bad movie of the month. You guys know that.
What are you talking about? This is the best movie we're gonna watch that month.
We don't have a particular.
I'm gonna say this right. I'm gonna say this right now. The Halloween special may or may not be happening just because Halloween is on a Thursday.
Yeah.
So we would have to record it earlier in the week. So we might end up double dipping our recordings for the Jason X week.
That's what I put on the schedule. I put any time between October 26th and 31st. So anytime we can figure out, I'll work around it.
Yeah. So I'm working the entire week of Halloween, so Monday through Friday, and I know Noah's going to be in school, so I won't be able to record at night.
Mm-hmm.
So unless Noah wants to stay up until like 3 a.m. so we can record when I get home.
Yeah, I'll pass.
I mean, so I have two possible. I love how our listeners are just getting a deep insight to the operations.
Yeah,
should we just end it off and then talk about?
Yeah, let's finish this one out here. Thanks for watching, guys. Sorry for rambling on a little bit here.
Enjoy half of
go watch The Nice Guys.
Yeah. Tune in next week for either Going Overboard or The Sandlot, and I'll catch you guys next week.